Today's Amazon world, ranking for keywords is more competitive than ever. So how do you actually beat the competition, get all the sales, and start converting on your listing like a boss? I'm John from Zonguru, and I'm gonna go through a high-level strategy from expert sellers on how to optimize your listing, find those amazing keywords. All right, first, two key concepts. The first one is relevancy. The point is not to find the highest volume traffic keywords and try and rank for that. What you need to find is the highest volume traffic keywords that are relevant for your product, that customers have intent behind, that they're actually gonna buy when they type in that keyword. You wanna rank for those and convert for those. So relevancy is really important. Not just high volume, but high volume and relevant keywords for your listing. Number two is an interesting concept, which is red ocean versus blue ocean keywords. And what I mean by that is red ocean are short tail, high volume generic keywords that get a lot of volume but don't convert as much. And then secondly are the blue ocean keywords, which are less competitive. They're mid volume keywords that your competition simply don't rank for, that have a lot of intent behind them. And if you can rank for those, there's low competition, you can convert, and you can get a lot of sales. So that's the difference between red ocean, a lot of competition, a lot of high volume, and blue ocean, mid volume, lower competition, high conversion rate. Those are the two key pools that you need to look at. So here's a quick example. Coffee mug is a red ocean short tail keyword. It gets a lot of volume, but the conversion rate is a little bit lower. It's just a generic keyword versus a blue ocean long tail keyword like coffee, travel mug, white, stainless steel. And if your product is relevant for that, you can see there's a lot more intent behind that keyword. If someone types in that keyword and your product pops up and is relevant, they're gonna convert on that and the sale's gonna come through. So that's mid volume, lower competition, very relevant for your product. Red ocean versus blue ocean. Okay guys, so here's the key high level strategy from expert sellers and from ranking keyword experts. This is what you should be doing for your listing. The key is to find those blue ocean long tail nugget keywords, those ones that have that mid volume, very relevant for your product, and you can really convert on those that don't have much competition. Find those, put them in a grouping, put it in your listing, but also find some of those red ocean relevant high volume generic keywords as well and put those in your listing. Now what's going to happen is you're going to target and convert for those longer tail blue ocean keywords that are really relevant, not much competition, and your conversion rate from search volume to conversion is really high. And as you really start to convert on those, Amazon's going to see how well your listing is going to do. They're going to start sending you more traffic for some of those higher volume red ocean keywords. There's a halo effect and you're going to start to get a lot of those keywords and you can start to convert if your product is obviously relevant and high quality, and therefore it's a great way to get into the marketplace. You're not competing directly with those red ocean ones, you're getting in on the blue ocean and doing really well there, and then starting to rank for some of those red ocean ones. And that's ultimately how you get more traffic, your ranking goes up and you get more sales. Okay, so that is the theory. How do you actually find these keywords? Well, we just launched Keywords on Fire, which actually does exactly that. There's a whole bunch of nuggets within our tool, but at a high level, we help you to find those high volume, red ocean, big keywords, as well as those mid volume, low competition, relevant keywords for your listing, and every single little nuance in between that, so you can pack your listing with the right kind of keywords and you can really start to convert. And what's really cool about it is that your competition is missing out on a whole bunch of these because of the way we're pulling in the data. We're getting direct access from Amazon. The feedback we're getting from these guys, these 6 and 7 figure Amazon sellers, these expert optimization, the feedback is amazing and they're using this tool every single day. So just get your hands on it and start using it. And I'm going to jump in and just show you one key trick with the tool right now, but get in there and start playing with it yourselves. Okay guys, I've gone and run a session on Keywords on Fire for Coffee Mug, which Coffee Mug is what we just talked about. So I've run that search, we pulled in 443 unique keywords. Now what's really cool about that is a lot of the tools out there just bring in a bunch of different keywords, ones that really aren't relevant for your listing. And you'll see the more you use this, the more you'll see that this is actually completely relevant for your product. We have $19 million worth of revenue just for those keywords and a whole bunch of other stuff. Down here we have a Zonguru score and a whole bunch of columns which will really help you to get at these nuggets that you need to look at. What I do is I use the filters, right? So I've saved out a few filters here. The first one I'm doing is just the Zonguru score greater than 60. Now what that means is I've pulled in every single keyword phrase with a Zonguru score of over 60. Now what the Zonguru score is a balance between search volume as well as relevancy and a balance on competition. So this is the best way to just get the biggest keywords that would be relevant for your listing, and these will be your main red ocean bigger volume, short tail keywords, and you can put these all into your listing. The second filter that I've done is literally right over here, which I've said is a search volume of over 2,000 searches a month and under 10,000 searches a month with under 800 reviews. So what that does is it's basically giving you, hey, these are search volumes. So this is the searches on Amazon that are over 2,000 but under 10,000. So it's that mid-volume level of keywords. And then under, I said 800 reviews because this is a really competitive category. And these will start to give you some of those really cool long tail keywords: camping coffee mugs, glass coffee mugs, ceramic mug, cute coffee mugs if you're cute, or white coffee mugs. So these are much more intent driven keywords that will really convert, that have good volume but low competition. And then I would take these and put them into my listing as a second piece. And that's simply just go over here, click on listing optimizer, add to listing optimizer. You can click OK, and this will pull it straight into your listing. You'll have all the keywords. You can start to build your listing and take it away from there. So guys, that is a high level overview of how do you find the most relevant keywords that your competition aren't ranking for, so that you can get the most traffic, beat your competition, and get all of the sales in this highly competitive space. Hope you enjoyed that. Check out Keywords on Fire. You can click on the link below. It's $35 a month for unlimited searches, and you'll just see the value in here. There's also a demo video in there, so you can really get into some of the nuances around every single column and just get obviously more sales, more traffic to your listing, and just watch the money roll in. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Check it out right now. Cheers for now.